He thought it was just another quiet night in his lonely garage, until he heard a faint whisper. Help. When he stepped outside, what he found in the snow would not only shake him to his core, but change his life forever. Jacob had lived a quiet, hard life. A poor mechanic in a small, snowy town, his days were filled with engine grease, cold fingers, and silent nights. No family, no friends, just him, his tools, and the humming of old engines. People rarely came by after dark, especially not in a snowstorm like tonight. He wiped his hands on an oil-stained rag, ready to close the garage when he heard it. A voice, weak, almost swallowed by the wind. Help! Jacob rushed outside. The wind cut through his overalls, but he didn't care. There, just beyond the garage door, was a woman. She lay face down in the snow, wearing a shredded white dress. Blood stained her back, her arms, her hair. He dropped to his knees. Hey, can you hear me? Stay with me, she moaned faintly. Still breathing. He didn't think twice. He lifted her carefully, carried her inside, and laid her on an old couch beside the heater. His garage wasn't a hospital, but it had supplies. He cleaned her wounds. With trembling hands, wrapped them in shop towels. He gave her his only blanket, his only food, his only hope. She opened her eyes briefly and whispered, "Don't let him find me." Jacob froze. Who? Who had done this? As the storm raged on, the girl, Emily, gained her strength. She told Jacob she had escaped from her abusive ex. He was rich, powerful, dangerous. Emily had been running for hours before collapsing in front of his garage. She begged Jacob not to call the police, afraid they might send her back. Jacob had a choice, stay silent and safe, or help a stranger and risk everything. He chose her. 2 days later, a black SUV pulled up to the garage. A man stepped out. Expensive coat, cold eyes. He asked Jacob if he had seen a woman matching Emily's description. Jacob's heart pounded. He lied. No one's been here. The man stared at him, then drove off slowly. But Jacob knew he'd be back. That night, Jacob moved Emily to an old friend's farm miles away, hidden from the main road. It was the last time he saw her. Months passed. Life returned to normal, almost. Until one day, a letter arrived. No, return address. Inside was a photo. Emily, smiling, healthy, holding a baby boy. There was a note. You saved 2 lives that night. I'll never forget you. I'm free now. Because of you. Tears welled in Jacob's eyes. He hadn't just fixed engines anymore. He had repaired a broken life. Sometimes life gives us a quiet purpose, until a single moment demands something greater. Jacob wasn't rich. He wasn't powerful. But that night, he chose compassion over comfort. And in doing so, he changed a future he may never fully see, because real heroes don't wear capes. They wear oil-stained overalls and answer when someone whispers, "Help." Share this with someone who needs a reminder that even small acts of kindness can save lives. Subscribe for more powerful true stories that restore your faith in humanity. Because sometimes, one stranger's courage is all it takes to light the dark.